Hello and welcome back to my 30-day yoga challenge. This is day 23. Today's class is yoga to keep warm. So this is especially good in winter months or cold months. So just take a moment and find a comfortable position. You may prefer to sit on a chair for the beginning exercise, which is a breathing exercise, on the floor or on some blocks. We'll be seated for a little while, so it's better if you can sit on a block or a pillow just to raise your hips very slightly to relax the hips. Just take a moment and find a comfortable position. So the breathing exercise we're going to do is going to warm the body, but it shouldn't be practiced if you're pregnant, menstruating, if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, epilepsy, vertigo, a detached retina, glaucoma, or anyone at the risk of a stroke. It's always important to listen to your own body. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy at any time, please stop and continue breathing normally. So we're going to inhale and exhale just through the nose, and the exhale is a very short, sharp exhale. So raising the arms above the head. As you exhale, bend the elbows and make the hands into a fist. On the inhale, we'll stretch the arms back overhead, and we're exhaling with a kind of sound. So you're going to do it with me. If you do it faster or slower, that isn't a problem. We're going to just work towards doing it in a steady rhythm if you can. So take a slow breath in, and on your exhale, short, shallow breath. And then take a moment, rest your hands on your thighs or on the floor, open in your eyes if they're not open already. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy, pushing the hands into the thighs or into the floor. Take a few really slow, deep breaths in your own time and just observe how the body feels. So the more you practice different things, the more natural and easier it will become. I'll practice it 2 more times. So bringing the arms back overhead. Take a breath in, and remember on the exhale, lowering down. Take a slow, deep breath in. And then relax again, pushing your hands into your thighs, the floor, whatever helps to ground you. Nice slow breathing, really slow down the breath. So this is really warming the body, giving you energy. We'll practice one final time, so just resting. If this is too much, you can pause here and just continue to breathing in your own time. If you'd like to work the final time, raising your arms when you're ready above your head. Taking a breath in, and on your exhale, and then relaxing. So this is the end of the breathing exercise. Take a moment, closing the eyes. Nice, slow, deep breaths, really trying to expand the lungs in all directions. Now bring the hands together in front of the heart and warm up the palms. Keeping the eyes closed. And then cover the eyes with the palms, gently warming up the back of the eyes, relaxing the muscles around the eyes. Pausing, keep breathing. And then we'll bring the hands back in front of the heart, rub a bit harder this time. So really build up energy and warmth in the hands, the arms, and then cover the eyes one more time. This time open the eyes, look into the palms, getting your eyes used to being open without the brightness of the light, and then gently lower the hands down. So observing how you're feeling. We'll come off of the block if you're sitting on a block or a pillow. Support the outside of the knees, draw the legs in, and then we'll come to lay all the way on your back, taking your time. As we have been sitting up for a little while, we'll draw the knees into the chest to relax the lower back, rocking from side to side, massaging the lower back, massaging the hips. Now again, we're going to rock the body backwards and forwards to help stimulate the energy flow, circling a few times in each direction before we rock backwards and forwards. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can just come up onto the side. So listen to your own body. So supporting underneath the back of the thighs, you're going to lift and lower the feet to help with the rocking, so tucking under the chin. And I'm going to rock very gently backwards and forwards. Remember, if you prefer, you can just come off onto the side and come up to sitting. So this is building energy, warming up the body, building strength. And then when you're ready, we'll come up and find a comfortable sitting position. So taking your time, and then we'll make the way slowly. So if you feel lightheaded, just pause the video for a moment, just take a moment. Otherwise, coming into table, so the knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders. I'm just going to demonstrate first. So take a breath in, and on your exhale, we'll lower the chest and chin onto the mat, slide along the mat onto the abdomen, inhale to a cobra, and pause. And then adjusting the hands, and then when you're ready, tucking under the toes, and we'll come back into table. So you're going to do this a couple of times to really warm up the body. So listen to your own body. I'll take a breath in. As you exhale, lower your chest and chin. Very gently slide forward. Inhale into a low cobra, and exhale gently lower. Very slowly coming back up onto the knees. We'll do this again. Adjusting your hands and knees. So take a breath in. Exhale, lower the chest, chin, slide along the mat. Inhale very gently to a low cobra, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, come back onto the knees. We'll do one final time. So taking a breath in. Exhale when you're ready, lowering your chest and chin, slide along the mat, and inhale to a cobra. Exhale, gently lower. Now we'll inhale one more time, come up to onto the knees. This time we'll come back to sitting on the heels, tucking under the toes. We'll just relax the shoulders. So interlacing the fingers behind the back, we'll lift the chest and chin looking up to the ceiling. And then we'll bring the right arm across the body, holding just above the elbow to stretch around the shoulder. And then gently bring the hand up above the head, and imagine that you want to bring the elbow behind the head. So it isn't important how deep that you go, but you feel a comfortable stretch. And then swapping to bring the left arm across the body, stretching around the shoulder, and then bring the left hand up above the head, and very subtly encouraging the elbow behind the head or in that direction, and then relax the shoulders with a few shoulder circles. Nice slow breathing. And then we'll gently tuck under the toes if they're not tucked under already, and come up into a closed squat. So just balancing, bring the hands in front of the heart if it feels comfortable. And on your next breath, and we'll stretch the arms and legs, stretch up to the ceiling, and gently lower down. Inhale, sweep the hands up, and exhale, we'll come into a standing forward fold. We can bend and straighten the legs, allow the head to hang heavy. You can cross the elbows if it helps, just to encourage a relax. Remember, we'll just have the knees very soft to start with, and then very subtly nodding the head to relax the neck. And you can gently relax the head from side to side. So really listen to your neck, changing the arms so the other elbow is on top, and bending and straightening the legs just to relax the back of the hamstrings and the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, nice slow breathing. Just observing on where you feel this stretch. So by bending and straightening the legs, you're strengthening the thighs. On your next breath, it will slowly come up to standing. Last thing to come up is your head. Relax the shoulders down the back. Nice slow circles. And on your next breath in, now we'll bend the knees, bring the feet together. We'll bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the ceiling to come into chair pose. Bringing the weight onto the heels, take a breath in. As you exhale, lower your hands down onto the knees, keeping the knees together and pointing forward. And we'll twist towards the left. Inhale into the center, and exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale back into the center, just pausing. Exhale, try and lower down only if it feels comfortable, or bring the hands onto the floor and come back into a closed squat. Pausing, and then we'll inhale, lift up the hips and come back into a forward fold. And we'll walk out the legs this time, relaxing the stretch in the back of the legs. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Now rest the legs as you inhale, bend the knees round the back, come up to standing. Last thing is your head. One more time, relax the shoulders a couple of times down the back. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now to prepare to come into very gentle flow, we're going to bring a couple of blocks. If you have them, you may want to use some books or something that you can rest on if you can't touch the floor in wide standing forward fold, and we'll place in the middle of the mat. So the big toes to touch, a little gap between the heels. On your next breath in, we'll bend the knees and raise the arms into chair. And we'll exhale, bring the hands in a prayer in front of the heart. Inhale the spine nice and tall, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale into the center, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back into the center, we'll exhale into a forward fold. Next breath in, look up, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, walk the hands forward, and we'll come into a downward facing dog. And we'll pause here, checking that you're spreading the fingers, walking out one leg and then the other. Really try and come up onto the toes to also stretch around the toes and the top of the feet. Nice slow breathing in and out through your nose. And then pausing the legs or lower as on your exhale down into plank. Take another breath in. As you exhale, gently lower your knees down and then lower your chest, chin, slide along the mat. And inhale to a low cobra, and exhale, gently lower. Inhale, tuck under the toes and push back up into downward facing dog. And we'll walk out the legs. We'll inhale, seat the right leg up, step the foot forward and then the left. Inhale to a flat spine, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees around the back, come all the way up to standing. Last thing is your head. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. And just pause for a moment. Now on your next breath in, we'll re-bend the knees, raise your arms back into chair. Exhale the hands in a prayer in front of the heart. Inhale the spine nice and tall. Exhale, twist once more to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back into the center. And as you exhale, come into your forward fold. Inhale, look up, nice flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Step your left foot back. And then your right straight into plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knees and chest, chin. Slide along the mat. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale, gently lower. Inhale, tuck under the toes, push back up into downward facing dog. And just pausing. Inhale, seat the right leg up, step the foot forward. Bring your hands on the inside of the leg. And now bring your hands into the center, into a wide standing forward fold. So this is when you need your blocks or your yoga, your blocks or your books. Checking the feet are parallel. Well, inhale now, raising your right hand up to the ceiling, looking up to wherever feels comfortable with the neck. On your exhale, gently lower, swapping the hands. Now inhale, lift your left hand up, looking to wherever feels comfortable. And then as you exhale, very gently lower down. Bringing the hands off of the block, pivoting to the other side now. And we'll step back into plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, gently lower your neck, knees, and then chest and chin. Slide along the mat. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale, gently lower. Inhale, tuck under the toes and push up into downward facing dog. And we'll just pause here, walking out the legs. Nice slow breathing. Now on your next breath in, we'll raise the left leg in the air. Bend the knee, step the left foot forward. Bring your hands on the inside of the leg and once more pivot to the side, bringing your hands on the block, checking your feet are parallel. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come into a wide standing forward fold. And we can bend and straighten both legs. Or you can bend one knee and then the other, encouraging the hamstrings and the muscles around the hips to soften and to relax. Just pausing here, even without the hands on the floor if that feels more comfortable, or on some blocks. Then we'll inhale, look up, flat back. We'll exhale, pivot now to the side. Now stepping forward into a standing forward fold. Next breath in, when you're ready, we'll re-bend the knees, raise the arms into chair. We're going to pause in this position for a moment. So nice slow breathing, checking that the weight is on the heels, really strengthening the thighs. Next breath in, we'll come up to standing, just relaxing the thighs for a moment. We're going to come down to the mat, so if it feels uncomfortable on your knees, you can make your way down to coming up. Otherwise, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. We'll exhale, lower. all the way down, just resting on the heels. Just pause here into a toe balance just for a moment. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, very gently now bring your hands onto the floor, support the weight of the body, gently come down, readjust in your position. We're going to come to laying, so checking there's nothing behind you, pausing, just observing how you're feeling. Are you feeling warmer? Has the energy increased into your body? Gently closing the eyes. Now this is your moment to completely relax. Let go of any thoughts that may come into your mind. Let go of any control you may have had over your breath. If you have longer, I would recommend listening to one of my guided meditations to help actively relax the muscles. Otherwise, just pausing, feeling the body soften into the ground. We're going to start to draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Gently rocking from side to side, massaging the back. Just checking that you'll move any blocks or pillows out of the way, and then when you're ready, turn completely onto your right hand side, making your way up to find a sitting position. So again, if you prefer to sit on a pillow or a block just for the last few moments, you can do. So the spine nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Just take a moment just to observe how you're feeling. Observing how is your physical body, how is your breath, and how is your mind. So always remember to thank yourself for dedicating time to you and your own health and well-being. Bring the hands together in front of the heart and finish with Namaste. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye.